Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise the chapter 2, that is Lake Are of Innisfree. You have studied this poem. Today we will have a revision. So in that again I'll have the explanation of the poem stanza by stanza. First we will have an introduction about the poet of this poem. So W.V. Yeats means William Butler Yeats was an Irish poet and playwright. The troubled times of Ireland haunted his poetry. He experimented in different styles of writing poetry. Some of his works are verse dramas such as The Island of Statues and Masada, the poems like The Wanderings of Oisin and other poems, and the Wind Among the Reeds. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. So, on the basis of this, the poem The Lake Islay of Innisfree is based on peace and harmony. The theme for this poem is peace and harmony. So first we will have a brief introduction of the poem and then I will read it stanza by stanza and will explain you the poem. So this poem is a lyric. It is a musical poem. Musical poem which has the lyrics like the songs have. It explores the poet's longing or his desire for the peace and tranquility of this place, Innisfree. The poet is in search of peace, harmony, tranquility, calm. So he wanted to go to this place. A place where he spent a lot of time as a boy. So Innisfree is the name of a place where he thought that he could find the same kind of peace, harmony and all that he was longing, that he was desiring, that he was craving for. It is a very quiet place and that is the reason the poets want to go there. He had spent his childhood in this place. So he was aware, since the poet has spent his childhood at that particular place, so he was well aware that this place can provide him all what he was craving for, all what he was longing for. He had spent his childhood in this place. He has very sweet memories of that place. That is why he wanted to go back to the Lake Are of Island of Innisfree. Here this is means the island. So now I will read the poem stanza by stanza and then I'll explain you. If you find any difficulty, if you are not aware of the meaning of any word, you can ask me. Yes, so I'll start with the stanza 1. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and battles made. 9 beans row will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. So, here in this stanza, here when it is starting with I, this I refers to the poet. The poet is talking about himself. He was sharing his own experience, his own craving, his own desire. That he says that he wants to go to Innisfree, and what he will find over there, what he will do, he will build a small room for himself with clay and small sticks which are used to make the walls or the fences of the cabin. You see here the term is given battles, WATTLES. What is the meaning of battles? It is a kind of twisted sticks which are used to make the fences or the walls in such areas where the houses are made up of clay. So for making the fences or the walls, this kind of twisted sticks are used. So he will also use clay and these twisted sticks to make a small room for himself. And when he will require the food, what he will do? As well, he will need food to eat also. He will grow 9 rows of beans near his room. What he will do? He will grow 9 rows of beans near his room. Also, he will get the honey from the honey bee hive. What is the honey bee hive? Where the honey bees makes and keep the honey. He says that the open space where he will build his room will be full of buzzing sound of the bees, and over there he will live all alone in the peace and tranquility. So what is he saying here? That he wanted to go a particular place where he spent his childhood. He will make a room for himself at that place where, and he will use the clay and the twisted sticks to make that house, to make the walls and the fences of that house. Since he will be living there, he must be needing the food to eat. So he will grow 9 rows of beans to feed himself, and he will also take the honey from the honey bee hive, and he's saying that where he will build his room, there will be the open space. It will be an open space where he will build a room for himself, and that place will be full of the buzzing sound of the bees, and there will be no one else. He will be living there all alone to enjoy the peace, to enjoy the tranquility that he was craving for so long. Now the second stanza. And I shall have some more peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. Now here in the second stanza he is describing what he will find except for the peacefulness or the tranquility in the Innisfree. So he is saying that the poet in the second stanza is saying that when he will be there in the Innisfree, he will feel very peaceful, and he is saying that feeling of peace is felt slowly and gradually, like when you enjoy something, so you don't want to get it over so fast. When you are enjoying something, then you want it to stay longer. So in the same way, here the poet is saying that he will feel that peace, that tranquility there in a very slow, in a very gradual manner, so that he can enjoy each and every moment that he was spending there at the Innisfree. So, and in the second line, dropping from the wheels of the morning, and here in these lines, now he is explaining each time of the day, that how he will feel in the morning, how he will feel in the evening, how he will feel in the afternoon. So here he describes how he would feel peaceful. So in the morning time, when it is cloudy and the view is not very clear, then it will appear as if the morning has worn a wheel and has hidden himself. The morning has worn a wheel. Wheel means it is a piece of fine material worn by women to protect or hide the face, like the burqa or the dupatta or any scarf. So here the clouds on the morning are like that only, that they are trying to hide the face of the morning. So in the morning he could enjoy such a scene there. Looking at this scene will make him peaceful, or will make him more calm. He can enjoy the morning when the morning is presented before him in such a beautiful manner. Further he says that when the male cricket insect, cricket which is mentioned here, to where the cricket sings. Here the cricket is a kind of insect. Which kind of insect? It is an insect related to the grasshoppers. All of you must have seen the grasshoppers. So it is similar to that, but with the shorter legs. And the male produces a characteristic musical chirping sound. All of you must have heard the sound of the insects, especially in the rainy season. You can hear the sound of many insects, which is like a music. So this cricket makes such an sound. So he is saying that when the male cricket insect will sing a song, means will make the voice, will make those sounds, those musical voice, that sound will bring him at peace. If you hear at night when there is nothing else, then you can clearly hear the sound of those insects. So at that time it feels like the music. And now after that comes the turn of midnight. So at the midnight, when he will see the twinkling stars in the sky. Glimmer means those who are shining. The twinkling stars in the open sky, their shine will give him the peace. So we have discussed about the morning, we have discussed about the midnight. Now afternoon. In the afternoon and noon, a purple glow. So in the afternoon, when the sunlight give a purplish glow, it will also give him peace. And during the evening, at last he mentioned about the evening. So in the evening, during the evening, when he will see the linnet bird. Now who is the linnet bird? It is a kind of bird. It is a small bird which is brown and grey in color. So when this particular linnet bird will fly in the sky, then also he will feel very peaceful. So here in this stanza, the poet described that how at the 4 durations of a day, the morning, the evening, the noon or the afternoon, and at the midnight, each and every view, each and every scene of that particular place will give him the peace. How? When in the morning, when it is covered with the sky. The next is and when the cricket, the sound of the cricket at the morning, then in the midnight when the stars were twinkling over there, in the afternoon when the sky will have a purplish glow, and at night when linnet bird will be flying. All these scene will give him pleasure, will give him peacefulness, will give him peace. Now in the third stanza it is saying, I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavements grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. So now here it is showing the determination, the firmness of the idea of the poet. In the first line he is saying, I will arise and go now. So now he is saying that now he will definitely stand up and go to the Innisfree, because all the time the sound of the lake water striking on the shore, means striking to the side of the lake, repeats in his mind. He can continuously hear that sound of the lake water which is striking the shore. This sounds, the sound of the waves striking the shore, attracts him towards the lake, and the sound is attracting him. And wherever he is, either standing on the roadway, I stand on the roadway, or on the pavements grey, wherever he is, either standing on the roadway or the grey colored pavement means the side of the road, he hears the sound deep in the innermost of his heart, in the deep heart's core. The meaning is given here, in the depth of the heart. So he was so much craving, he was so much willing to go that place, because every time, whenever, wherever he is hearing the sound of that lake water every time. So now he became firm, he became determined that he would definitely go to the lake Innisfree to enjoy the calm, to enjoy the peace that he was longing, that he wanted for so long. So in short, here we can say that in this poem, the poet is reminded of his past, because we have learned that the poet has spent his childhood at that place. When he visited the peaceful Lake Isle of Innisfree, he wants to go there and says that he will live there all alone. He wants to build a small cabin or house with clay and beetles. What are the beetles? The twisted sticks. He would grow beans for himself, and he would have honey from the honeybee hive for his survival. And then the poet describes the natural surroundings of the lake. He says that the scene of the cloudy morning, where the clouds covers the sky, at midnight the shining star, in the afternoon the purplish glowing sun, and birds flying in the sky give him peace. He feels relaxed to hear the pleasant sound of the cricket song, the grasshopper kind of insect that makes a sound. So this is all about the explanation of this poem.